In the past decade, we've seen a rise in the popularity of streaming services such as Apple Music and Spotify. They are now become the most common way for people to go to get their favourite music or find new artists. And we're here today at Swindon 105 to see if this new platform will eventually take over radio and kill it out. What's your role at Swindon 105?
I'm the station manager and trainer.
Awesome. So what's your favourite thing about working here?
Favourite? Oh my goodness, there are loads of different things that keep me here and keep me amused, entertained, and also I think proud about what we do. So I think one of the best things is seeing how individuals achieve from when they first come in through the door to how they develop their skills, their confidence, and they fly.
Awesome. So what kind of music and entertainment can you expect when you tune into Swindon 105?
In some ways it's quite eclectic. So when we applied to Ofcom, we had to say what we would do that's different music-wise to other stations in the area. So our music goes from the 1950s up to today. It's not a new music station as such, but we're catering for young people now, new programmes on a Saturday evening, but there's quite an eclectic mix of styles and genres across the week, spanning the 7 days, with a particular emphasis as well on promoting live and local music too.
Awesome. And how can people tune in to Swindon 105? Is it just FM or can we go online as well?
Both, yeah, the name gives it away. On FM, Swindon 105.5 FM is the frequency, but also yeah, you can listen online as you can with most radio stations these days, or through an app on your mobile too.
Awesome. So since the rise in popularity in streaming services such as Apple Music and Spotify, have you seen a decrease in listeners or an increase in listeners, and especially the difference between online and FM?
At the moment, I don't think we're seeing too much difference, but social media generally is encouraging people to listen to radio more because it's much more portable once again. So I think it is having an influence and will continue to have a bigger influence, encouraging more people to listen to radio, as also the airwaves open up to more people having access to perhaps radio they'd never done before, both producing programmes and listening to programmes. So I think it's going to be quite an influence on radio listening, and hopefully will also help FM listening too.
Awesome. Did you know that streaming services such as Apple Music and Spotify can actually allow you to tune into your favourite radio stations?
They can indeed. In fact, yes, through Apple and other companies, we do have quite a bit of listenership to Swindon 105.5, so it's starting to work for us.
Awesome. So looking at the statistics and the general listeners, do you think that in the next 10-15 years that radio may die out as a platform?
I don't think so. It's going to change. It's always evolving. You know, look from the very early days of when radio started and how it's evolved to where we are today. I think it will continue to evolve with DAB platforms as well as online, and I think there'll always be an element of the FM licence there, although it's been questioned. You know, should we lose that platform completely? That debate will go on. Perhaps in the future that will happen, because as more online services are available in such a portable way now, you can take it with you on your phone, that I think it will influence, and it is starting to take over, I think. Although FM listening has remained fairly steady, it hasn't increased very much, it has remained fairly steady, but I think there is still a role to play.
So who are you and what work do you do in radio?
My name's Jess Durston and I volunteer currently at Swindon 105.5.
Awesome. So do you yourself use streaming services or do you prefer normal FM radio transmissions?
I personally prefer normal FM transmissions. I don't really understand how to work streaming services, so that's a big factor of it. But I love my Radio 2 and Radio 6.
And statistics show that in the past 5 years, online listeners has gone from 120 million to 200 million. And people say this is because streaming services themselves allow us to tune into online radio. Do you reckon this is because of streaming services, or do you feel like people are just more connected online now because of the modern day technology?
Yeah, I think it's definitely like the latter. Everyone does everything online now, going, everything from like shopping to listening to music and streaming services and that.
Awesome. And finally, do you believe that within the next 10 years the radio may die out as a platform, being taken over by streaming services?
I think it'll keep decreasing, but whether or not it's going to completely die out, I don't think it's going to completely die because there's still die-hard fans of all the stations, but yeah.